Okay, let me just set this thing up. Window capture source. Oh, I gotta do. Oh, here we go. We're good. Grab that. Look at that. Wow. Wow, you can see it now. Wow. Okay, there you go. So here's the let me move my big fat old face. There we go. There is currently what we had from last stream. Welcome back, boys. Hello everybody. How are you doing? Mm. Um get your coffees or shots, whichever you prefer. I have a bit of both with me. Don't mix those two. It's a bad idea. But anyways, I'm mixing them. So don't obviously follow my footsteps. But hmm, this is we're gonna be going through the rest of the fall 2025 anime season. If you didn't read the title, which fair enough. This is what it looks like so far. Um, from what we did last stream. I don't know why the internet cut off last time, but hopefully we won't have that problem. Uh, be prepared that it will happen again. But it shouldn't. So, anyways. Let's put this back. Hopefully nothing's cut off. Super weird, like when I was streaming the Bond reaction. But anyways, okay. Where did we leave off last time? Okay, I'm pretty sure this is what we left off. I was complaining about how this looks like a lot like Don Machi for some reason. Not really sure why. I think this Whammon right over here looks like a mix of she looks like Hestia, alright? She just looks like Hestia, with a different temperament. I don't know, man. Like this yeah. It, it looks a lot. Anyways, it's not rated very high, so this is a skip probably for me. I might give it an episode for research purposes, but probably not. Where is it? Here we go. All right, so this is probably a skip. This would be a skip for everyone else, unless you're like a hard, a hard Isekai fan, and you're just dying for more slop. I mean, that's up to you, right? You do you. I'm not gonna freaking stop you. I got my tequila ready. Hell yeah. Welcome in, Ryan. Well, I'm a little tipsy. A little tipsy. Hmm. I have to get chat set up eventually on the main freaking main panel in OBS, so y'all can actually see that. But until then, who gives a frick? I gotta get through this shit as fast as possible. But yeah. All right. Let me see. What do we have next here? So this is pretty much a Don Machi ripoff from everything I can tell. It's gonna be crap. It's gonna start out first episode for like the first 10 minutes is gonna look dark. It's probably gonna be pretty dark, and then after that, he's just gonna have a harem of 5 women, I think it is. And those women are just gonna, start hanging off of him, and it's gonna get cringe, and he's never gonna have another problem in the world. And he's gonna get the stupidest skill. That's like, oh my goodness, he's gonna be going to this like self pity rampage, where I have the worst skill in the world. It just makes me like the god of the universe. So crap. Anyways, so let me find. Yeah, so this is a skip for sure. I think good thing I already did that from last session. All right. Moving next on, I want to get through this quick. So let's see what we have here. Let the Grieving Soul retire Core 2. I actually reviewed the first season a couple of patches ago, vids ago. And dude, this shit if you like Eminence in the Shadow, this is like slightly below that. This is like almost as good. Just with a lot. I would say this has more fan service, but it's more like in Eminence in the Shadow, when it started getting into fan service jokes, it was kind of cringe for a few episodes. This one actually, it feels like without the fan service, it would almost be weird. So take that how you will. But yeah, no, this show's great. It's hot. It's retarded. It's funny. Give it a shot. First season was great. First core is great. But let's see the second part. I have not started the second core, so I actually don't know if the second core will live up to it. I may have dog crap internet, but your Twitch is laggy. YouTube is good. Yeah, honestly, I'm just looking at the YouTube, so if the YouTube starts lagging, I'll try and fix it, but I honestly can't tell how Twitch is gonna go. But here we go. All right, let's start this. Oh, great. I know what's happening. Hold on. Audio track, Japanese. Okay, we're good. We're finally gonna get a backstory, I think.
グラディス家からお前への指名依頼が来てる。その依頼書を持って北のグラディスの領地へ向かえ。絶対嫌だ。逃げよう。遠いところへ。
Okay, so if you don't know the plot to this is basically just like it's basically Eminence in the Shadow, but the main character isn't as powerful as everyone thinks he is, and the main character is the only person who knows that. So he's just trying to pretend that he's as powerful as he is. So it's stupid, but it's the humor's freaking good. Okay, I can't tell you about the dub. I don't freaking watch dub, but in Japanese, it's pretty good. The animation does look like it's dropped, but oh well. Hopefully it's not that bad. First season was actually decent, but I don't know, this season looks a little worse. Hold on, what the frick was that? Bro. This show is so good.
嘆きの亡霊は引退したい2025年10月放送
Well, there you go. I mean, I think you already know I'm pretty biased in this situation. This is going for me. Anyone else, I give it probably will finish. It was funny because like my older brother watched it and he didn't really like it, so maybe this is like completely subjective. But in my opinion, I would put it peak, but this is so like I will, you willn't. So up to you. But I kind of want to put it in peak. All right. Okay, so take that with a grain of salt. Anyone else who comes in here, feel free to get confused and think that it's a masterpiece or something, because that would be hilarious. Okay. What do we have here? Hero without a class, who even needs skills? Oh my gosh. Oh. So this sounds like an original story to me. Let's give it a shot. Is there subtitles? Okay, so what I'm getting from the Japanese is that he's bullied. Approximately, this is a really rough translation, but he's bullied, and then he's actually really powerful, so he starts proving them wrong. Okay, That's pretty much what I've gotten so far.
でもしたいのか。
無職ですか？では残念ながらお引き取りください。
無職の俺でもどこまで強くなれるか。
Well, the captions
それを
are
確かめたい。
useless.
残像も総人斬りも毎日鍛錬して習得した。これだけ見てもまだ言うつもりか。努力は
That was some of the craziest combat I've ever seen.
才能の前では無意味だと。
もうあの時のようにはいかない。私はこの5年で強くなった。この圧倒的パワーで貴様を倒す。
かつての栄光は見る影もなし、今や最弱のギルドです。けれど必ず黄金時代を取り戻してみせます。
俺はただの無職だ。
Thank you, captions, for telling me that there's music playing. I will get copyright struck for that. Dude, last stream got copyright struck like 4 times. I didn't do anything. Okay, so real quick, I've seen a lot of clips of this woman on Twitter. And I won't lie, having her as the main heroine as like a love interest is kind of funny. All right, I do like that. I do appreciate that because this feels a little different than usual. But there's really nothing special about it. It's just a cringe old, you know, really crappy 14-year-old shit, right? Like, it's probably gonna be maybe not a 4. It'd probably be like a 5 in terms of regular isekai. So if you're all you do is watch isekai, then sure, this is probably like. Legitimately, this is exactly what you probably want to watch. It's going to have a bit more character than usual. It's going to be probably funnier than usual. I know this girl has a lot of kind of funny scenes, but it's all like the jokes of like, she tried to, she's like sexually harassing him and he doesn't want to have sex with her. Wow. So funny. And to be fair, kind of is, but it's stupid. And I don't think it's worth your time. And again, that's just the clips I've had. I'm sure the clips have been like extremely selective. So like I've only seen the best, which is like so mid. But I mean, yeah. So what is this called? Freaking hero without a class who even needs skills. Okay. Let's find this. This is gonna be not KMS, not Dirty Dog. Okay, okay, guys, I'm gonna give it 1 episode for research purposes. Everybody else, I would say, unless you're a diehard isekai fan, skip this shit. This looks crap. All right, just skip it. Okay, all right. If you're 14, go ahead. If you're 14, actually be my guest. You can do whatever you want. But if you're older than that, I don't suggest it. What do we got? Ooh, this. Okay, so. I don't know if you've watched any of my other reviews, but I have a personal bias against office romances because they are boring as shit. They exist in, well, obviously office spaces for the most part, and whenever they leave, it's either to go to their room, which looks like, you know, a hospital bed, the freaking white walls and everything, or they go to a bar and they drink. And it's like, wow, those 3 places are so exciting. Even as an adult for myself, I can even relate with these things and they're still shit. So like I don't really understand the genre very much because it's kind of crappy. If you can somehow make a romance, an adult romance in multiple places that is more than just the office or their bedroom, which is like an office with a bed. Okay. That's fine. But I will say, from what I've seen from this does look kind of cute. Okay. This might be up my alley. And I think I might give this 3 episodes, but that's just what I'm seeing. Let's watch the actual trailer.
新人教育で大切なのは先
Also, let me know if the audio is like completely fricked up.
輩の方が聞き
So
やすい
often
雰囲
is.
気を出しておくこと。教えてやる。貸してみろ。
お願いします。
もっと優しい言い方が。
I'm an adult gamer. Wow, wow. Oh my gosh, so relatable. Wow.
あるっちゃろ。頑張れうち。ちょっとは先輩らしいとこ見せんと。焦げなかけ方したらシワになるっちゃ。
お、
パッタパッタ。
I might watch 3 episodes.
俺仕事の方はまだ頼りないでしょうけど、こういうことなら役に立てると思うんで。
近いっちゃ。焦げな風に意識するのは変なんやろか。
俺はさっきから何モヤモヤしてんだろ
人の部下に仕事を押し付けないでもらえるか。
う。いつだって気を使ってくれてるのは先輩の方ですよね。
よし、後輩の初仕事を成功させちゃらんと。
俺先輩がいてくれるだけで頑張ろうってなれるんですよ。
Okay, so if you're a hardcore romance fan, My Awkward Senpai is a 3 episode. Now, it could take you way less than that to figure that out if you like it or not, but I would say most people, this would probably be a skip. I'm gonna give it 3 episodes because it does some things that I like that could potentially be good. Now, in all likelihood, this is crap. So, actually, maybe most people give it 1 episode. If you're into romance, give it 1 episode. If you're me, I'm going to give it 3 episodes, but it's kind of how I feel about everything in here. Everything here is kind of in that section of like, this could be bad, but it also could potentially be better. It could be mid, maybe a little, maybe like a 6.5, you know? So, anyways, that's sort of my take from that. I don't know. Again, it's hard to say exactly what romance is going to be like, right? Because it's very much, you know, based off of how much you connect with the characters, how much you like the characters, and that's a very individual person, right? That's a very personal thing. So, just because I like it does not freaking mean you might like it. So I would say, yeah, I'm gonna give it 3 episodes. I don't even know, man. Actually, no, I might give it 1. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna give it 1, even for research purposes. I don't have the brain cells or the time anymore. We'll see. But yeah, all right. Moving on. We got dude, this Chitose is in the Ramune bottle. Huh. Okay. This I've heard really good things about. I've also been trying my absolute hardest to not get spoiled, which is really hard to do on Twitter. But people are posting about this the same way people were posting about Too Many Losing Heroines, and that was freaking peak. So let's see, what's the synopsis? Insults aimed at actually, I don't want to know. I want to go into this blind. I've been trying to go into this blind. We're gonna keep it that way. Let's just see the trailer. Hopefully it doesn't show us anything.
美しくありたいんだ。あの日見た月のように、ラムネの瓶に沈んだ。ビー玉みたいに。どこかの誰かに好かれて、どこぞの何かしかに嫌われる。俺を取り巻く世界は、今日もつつがなく平和らしい。要は、その山崎くんを説得して投稿させたいっていう話っすよね。
自分なら解決できる問題が転がってるのに、それを放っておいてもいいのか？何でもできるみんなのスーパーヒーロー、千歳くん。打ち破れライアー、傷つくのが怖いか。
どうせ他人に言われていやいや来たんだろ。絶対開けね
え。どうだった？
何か怯えてるように感じたかな。
Oh, this is one of those shows where he's like going around helping people. And there's a lot of women involved, which is kind of funny. Okay, that's kind of hilarious, but I'll just play.
絶対大丈夫。さくらもん。 私認めてる相手には尽くす方なので、本題の方ははるちゃんに話してごらんよ。
I won't lie, these character designs are generic as hell. But I won't judge anymore. It's okay.
相変わらず君は不完全に完全だね。
そう身構えるなよ。腹割って話そうぜ。
俺たちの惨めさなんてわかるもんか。さっさと帰れよ、やりちんくせえ
Oh, that's true. He is walking around with. Okay, I'm glad that they're calling him out because he is walking around with like 5 women. So that is kind of funny.
ろ。俺だって本当はそっち側に行きたかったよ。
それでいいんだな。
本当の優しさって本人にだけは見えないようになってるんだよ。本当にそれしか手がない時は話してよ。調子乗んなよ千歳。君も私もこうやって大人になっていくのかもしれない。動けこの足、まっすぐ前を見ろ。
これはエールだ。進め、振り返るな。
失敗して傷ついても戻らないと誓ったんだ。
はあ、食いしばってまっすぐ生きようとしてる人間の方が100倍素敵だってことだ。
Okay, so I mean the trailer, it looks interesting for sure. It's gonna be again one of those ones where it's like, oh, we go from person to person helping them, and those are always like those have is like a genre that's like the highest chance of being good. Um, from my perspective, I've also heard really good things about this, so this is something I expected to be peak. But since I don't know for sure, we are going to throw this into will probably finish. But I will say to everybody, from what I've heard, this is really good. But I'll let you know. That's what the tier list is for, boys. Okay, we got this. This is Pass the Monster Meet Milady. What an interesting title. That could be interpreted a lot of different ways. Anyways, let's click play before our minds wander into places that we can't bring them out of, but okay.
常に結集を求めて魔獣をほふる変わり者と噂の残虐非道の狂血公爵。
お前が噂の魔物を食らう悪食霊嬢か。お前にはあの魔獣も食べ物に見えるというのか。
はい、もちろんです。私は魔獣というよりも食べ物に興味があるのです。
熟成されたこちらもまた捨てがたい味です。
彼女の悪食はただのゲテモノ趣味とは違うようだね。おや、お連れ様がいらっしゃったとは。お帰りなさいませ、閣下。
メルフィエラ、何がどうなってガルブレイス公爵閣下から求婚される事態になるのだ。
Okay, so from what I know, from what people have said about the show on Twitter, is that this is about just a woman who likes eating meat, like wild beast meat specifically. So kind of like Dungeon Meshi type vibe, I guess. But this time it's like the main character from Dungeon Meshi, but like a woman this time. And it's like a shoujo romance. But her like quirk is that she likes to eat beast meat. I think it's like raw too. So yeah.
悪意を持った噂は流されたり否定されることはたくさんあった。
魔獣を恐れることなく返り血を浴びですら美しい娘に。
私の話を。
And no one will accept her except for the sexiest man in the world. I get it. I understand. It's okay. I get it. He also happens to be crazy rich and jacked.
聞いてくれるの？
俺は
こんなこと
一瞬で目を奪われてしまったのだ。
人生で初めて出会ったわ。悪食霊嬢と狂血公爵、10月2日放送開始。
I mean, to be fair, a 7.3, not bad. Not bad at all for a rating. Mm, okay, I'm gonna give it one episode. I don't think I would have given it one episode. If I was a normal human being. But for research purposes, I think I'm gonna give it one episode. It is also rated pretty high, so it's not like I think I'm gonna hate it or anything. But I just kind of doubt it's gonna be my genre, but it might be, so I'm gonna give it one episode. We'll see what happens. Oh, Gintama. Yes. Do you guys even need me to tell you how freaking peak this show is? This is one of those few shows I started from this season. It is so surreal to be able to watch freaking Gintama weekly. Dude, that is nuts. I never thought this would ever happen. We live in a crazy ass timeline.
せんだよてめえら。ギャンギャン吠えてんじゃねえ。ハウス。
何勝手な約束してんすか。
なんすかツッコミ童貞地味メガネくん
童貞っつったら今童貞っつったよな。
この子ある
絶対ちげえだろ。
なんでアサギ色の羽織姿
もっと大事なもんです金玉とか
俺はあなたのことが好きです。
受け入れてください。
殺すわよ
バイト入れられねえよ。
僕はやります。ダメです若。
嫁小説の中で先生がいつも奥の
バレねえカンニングの方法考えろ。
ズラじゃありませんカツラです
じゃあテスト頑張れ。以上。
今なの。今クラスが団結して一つの目標に向かってきてるの。
結局絵だけの話じゃねえか。
I will say one thing with this show that is obviously a huge like downgrade is the fact that it is kind of confined. It's sort of like Kaguya-sama, how I started watching Kaguya-sama, where it's like the dialogue and humor is S tier, but it's also stuck in a singular like room, which was very hard to get used to. And I start feeling the same thing with this season. But again, both of these shows are peaks, so you know. I'm just saying it's not as obviously, that is a downgrade from the May series because they can't do whatever they want and walk around, right? But it is a spin-off series; it can do whatever it wants, and it's still really, really good.
ここじゃ俺は担任で、お前は生徒。ただそれだけのことだ。
僕たちで何とかしましょうよ。同じ3年 Z 組の仲間じゃないですか。
新八だけじゃないある
理由なんざねえならねえで作るだけでさ。
俺たちには守らなきゃならねえ鉄の掟がある。
俺どうしても伝えたいことがあって。
今回のことで3年 Z 組が初めて本当の仲間になれるような気がする。
俺はただぶっ潰せ。お前明日日直だからな。遅刻せず学校来いよ。3年 Z 組。
It is funny that they went back to the original animation. It's nostalgic as shit. Honestly, there's a bit of me that definitely kind of almost prefers the old animation too. So I'm kind of happy they did that. Yeah, that shit is fire. If you've watched Gintama, to be fair, okay, if you have not watched any of the original Gintama, this might be, I would suggest go watch that first. It's probably not anything crazy for you to start now because you're kind of supposed to know what the show's sort of like before you get into it. So this is peak, but if you haven't watched the main series, you probably should go watch that, which is going to take you a very long time because it's like 300 episodes and multiple movies. So, anyways, all right, what do we got? Oh, the second word in this is going to be the death of me. The banished court magician aims to become the strongest. 6.3. Looking good. Great start. Let's go.
もう一度言う。宮廷魔法師アレク・ユグレット。
So he gets banished from the heroes party. This is a new development in storytelling. We just invented 2025. Raise your hand if you've seen it before. Yeah. This could potentially blow your mind. I'm just saying.
お前はクビだ。卒業してから4年。ずっと支えてきたつもりだった。
Ooh. This music could be good.
アレク、僕と来てほしい。君の力が必要なんだ。
役立たずの元宮廷魔法師だぞ。
僕らの大冒険が始まるんだ。
I will say she has a slightly different design, so I'll give it that, but that's all I'm giving it. And the music sounded good for a second, and then it got really mid, but okay.
話してみれば。回復魔法は得意。
Oh my goodness, her design is incredibly bland, but that's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It could get better. You never know.
だから。
俺らは伝説のパーティーラスティングピリオドなんだからよ。
描け。アレク・ユグレット。
It's incredible how they're able to actually just copy paste main characters. Like, it's nuts to me. How is this not copyright infringement? I know this joke has been made before, but like, goddamn.
頼りにしてるわ、主席さん。始めよう。新しい伝説を。あの日の続きを。
今の俺は宮廷魔法師じゃない。平民と手を。
Why are skeletons always CGI? Are they just they must be really, really hard to draw. Because they're always CGI, and they look like crap every time, and I don't know why writers keep writing them into their isekais, because it seems to be very, very common too, and it always does never adds anything great. But whatever.
取り合いだと。ふざけるな。
もっと描き続けることができるわよ。アレクならもっと。
俺らが世界で一番強い冒険者になりゃいいんだ。
簡単に言ってくれるな。簡単に言ってくれ。
Dude, like, is it just me? Like, is this not bland as shit? This looks like a kind of like an Echidna from ReZero kind of ripoff, but holy hell, this is so bland to look at. What is his face? Hold on. Hold on. This is a real frame, guys. This is a real frame. Oh. Have you seen those like Twitter threads about like the really crappy like CGs from like visual novels that were made in like 1980 or something? Just reminds me of that. Oh my gosh, this looks so bad. Oh, I'm screenshotting that. Hold on. Hold on. Alright. Let's go. Can I get this? Nope. That's not it. Okay. I need a screenshot of that right the frick now. What the hell, dude? Hold on. We're gonna have to screenshot this shit. Hold on. Just oh, I can't believe they did that. Oh, it looks so bad. Okay, we got it. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Uh, Tokyo Masked. How are you? Welcome. Have you watched To Your Eternity yet? I have not. No. None of it actually. I heard the first season was good. I heard the second season kind of fell off. I don't know if we have. I don't know if this season that's coming out is the third season, but I don't know. It's kind of like the hype around it seemed to like absolutely die the frick down. So I'm I'm kind of waiting for a bunch of it to come out, see how Twitter reacts, um, and then thinking of picking up. I'm definitely thinking of watching the first season eventually, but whether I watch it this season, I'm not sure. I just don't really know what to think yet. Again, I've heard great things about the first season, but I know second season kind of felt like One Punch Man second season from the reaction on Twitter. So again, not like Twitter is the best place for gauging whether a show is good or not, but you know what I mean. I don't really have much of a choice. But yeah. How is the second season from your opinion? Is this current season any good? I assume there's a few episodes out already. We're already like 4 episodes in to some shows, so sorry for being late. It's just busy as crap. Had a lot of family drama going on, so I had to go clean some shit up. But all right, let me continue this.
ラスティングピリオド俺は最強を目指すアリク
So that looks mid. All right, let me answer this. Season 2 is amazing. I don't know what the hate is around me because I don't know what the last part of that sentence is. Yeah, I honestly don't really know. I know people had like specific gripes. They were like, I don't remember what it was. Oh, no. You know what it felt like? The reaction, instead of saying One Punch Man season 2, I think a better comparison would be the reaction online kind of felt like the second season to Mashoku Tensei. Oh, a lot of characters die. Oh, that's not a bad thing. That's an incredible thing. I actually really, really like that. That's like a huge selling point to me if a lot of characters die. But I don't know. Yeah, no, it felt to me like the reaction online was sort of like Mushoku Tensei season 2, and then it kind of died off. It was like Mushoku Tensei season 2, but just without the core fan base. So, and like nobody was hyping up the next season, which is weird. But okay, hey, if a lot of characters die, dude, I'm interested. All right. It was good enough to get a third season, though. I would have agreed with you a few years ago. But because Rent a Girlfriend's getting a season 5, I don't think that's correct nowadays, at least. Like there's a lot of crap that's getting second seasons, third seasons, and stuff that do not deserve it. Don't know why my internet popped out there. I hope that's not a horrible omen, but fair enough. So I believe you, but nowadays it's like, okay, here's another problem. Is like, and nowadays it's like back in the day, we could judge a show and know that like, oh, if I see really good animation, that means this show is worth it, like worth checking out. And it was extremely likely to be very good. But nowadays, when we have like almost there's so many things with good animation now, it's no longer a selling point really in terms of like could this be good or not. It's now just too many things look good. Um and yeah, it's like a lot of the things that look good nowadays are coming out just kind of mid. At least from my opinion, especially like romances that look really good. It's quite a mixed bag. Some of them are really, really good. Some of them are just incredible, like huge disappointments. So, I mean, nowadays it's kind of hard to judge, but you know, times are changing pretty fast in terms of like the anime industry. So, I just finished Guilty Crown. That's peak, but ending is fucking annoying. Dude, oh, that is such a throwback, man. Oh my goodness, that was so long ago. I watched that when I was like 14 when I watched that. Oh, it's crazy. That was actually kind of one of the shows that kind of got me into tragedy. It was weird. It was also like my first. It's not really a mecha show, but it kind of. I was like kind of. I don't really want to call it my first mecha show, but a bit. It was a bit. So, man, that's a huge throwback. That opening, the opening to Guilty Crown is something that brings a lot of emotions. Hold on, let me see. What is this again? Bash Court Magician. Okay, let's see. Where is this? Banish. Is this it? No. Here we go. This is a skip. Absolutely, that's a skip. Okay. What do we got? Reminding me of Darling in the Franxx ending, so ass. Oh man, you know what's funny? Darling in the Franxx is one of those ones that it's like it feels like it was like around the time of Guilty Crown. And like it has that same sort of feeling, you know, kind of crappy ending, but you know, great kind of start. And it has that like super classic anime feel to it. But it's sad because I got to it so late, and so I think I was kind of too old to really sort of appreciate it properly. I actually did like a lot of it. It was actually one of those shows that I never finished because everyone said the ending was so crap. So I just watched like I think it was like 16 episodes or something, and then I just stopped for whatever reason. I don't really know. I just got busy with this stuff, but yeah, and then I just didn't have motivation to finish it. But yeah, no, it was one of those ones that I ended up watching like 4 years ago or something instead of, when it actually came out. But yeah, dude, that remembering Guilty Crown is crazy. I keep forgetting that show exists, and then when I remember it, it's like, damn, that was part of my childhood. All right, what is this? Sorry, a gatherer's adventure in Isekai. Like, does the author like want us not to be interested? I don't get it. Like, I would like you to try if that makes sense. Maybe the Japanese is like a really funny pun. Maybe it's a really good pun in Japanese. But like I don't like it's 6:02. All right, let's get ready. Settle up, boys. Bring your popcorn. Get ready for peak. Hold on. Let me respond. Pissed me off so bad I read all the manga too to fill the void. Okay. What's the manga to Darling in the Franxx? I heard that they changed the ending. And from what it sounds like, the ending is quite a bit better. Because I remember I looked it up and I was like, oh, that sounds better. At least it was happier or something like that. Was it any good? Has a happy ending now? Okay, I'm going to be honest here. You can feel free to disagree. And this is not like, this is one of those opinions that I have, which is like it's me, right? It's a me opinion. It's not right for everybody. It's just such a personal taste, but I'm actually I look for shows that have bad endings. Um, not bad endings, but tragic endings. Okay. I'm a huge fan of tragedy, obviously, just the genre. So it's like, if you have characters die, it's like for me, oh my goodness, like, because I'm so used to safe stories where it's just, characters, the main characters are not going to die. And I can sense a character's going to die from a mile away. So it's like, I lose so much, like, you know, um, yeah, I mean, like it's it does do that for sure, but it also at the same time, it's like I just want to be surprised, right? I don't like feeling safe in the story. And just because I've watched just so many shows, read so much manga, you know, so many books, I just know how stories work, right? Like Good Morning World, ending messed up. Good Morning World. Is that an anime or something or um because I watched Hello World. That was like a Netflix anime. And that was a weird ass show. That was a Good Night World. Okay, Good Night World. Yeah. Okay, so that was really funny because that was a show that yeah, I actually did kind of like that show quite a bit. It was like it just surprised me in so many ways. And I don't think it was a good show, okay? I would never recommend it to anyone who wasn't like really into that sort of crap. But I really did like it how flawed all the characters were, how messed up all the characters were. It was kind of relatable in a lot of ways. Like I was like, I either felt a way a character did, or I knew somebody who was in the same sort of situation. Um, and even Goodnight World, that was a bit. The ending was a bit kind of too happy. Um, at least for me, I would have probably made a few changes. Again, like I think this, it's not just like I just want an ending to be sad. I don't. Chaos Head. Oh man, I could not get through Chaos Head. Dude, I hated the main character with such a passion. It was hard. I dropped it like again after they revealed that like people did have powers or something like that. I don't remember. Again, it was like it might have been a fake out reveal. He could have been just seeing everything, but when it started turning into what I don't know, like some sort of like power fantasy thing, and it was kind of it really turned me off and I was a little irritated, so I just dropped it. But yeah, the main character was just so frustrating. I couldn't stand it. Um, but like again, it's not like I want everything to have a bad ending. No, right? But I do like to be surprised every once in a while. I like tragedy because I mean, it makes me feel something more than just because I can watch any other show if I want a happy ending, right? Whether as an ending that's sad makes me maybe makes me tear up a bit. Um, kills off a character that I really cared about, and I get to realize how good it was written because I really cared about that character. I don't know. That's kind of how I feel. So I like being surprised. I like you know shows like Swords and Markin. I did a review on that. It was short and sweet. I need to watch To Your Eternity. Impossible to read the story. Says says fuck yeah. Okay, dang. Okay, I should because yeah, I don't know, man. It was one of those ones where I knew the hype around it when it first came out, and then someone else, I think my brother watched it and he didn't like it, so then I was like turned off. And this was again first season, so that was so long ago. Um, so I was like, I didn't pick it up, but now the way that you're talking about it, kind of interested. I think I'm gonna watch definitely the first season this season. Um, just the first one, see if I like it. And if I like it, then I'll watch season 2 and then probably review the entire thing in a tier list video. But we'll see. Um, gotta get through 3 episodes slow start. Um, I mean, I'm good with that. I'm good with slow starts. Like I am a slice of life guy, so if it's I'm good with giving things some time, right? I don't need to hook me right off the bat, but it's a story build though. Okay, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Like I think I'm a pretty. I don't want to be too, haughty here, but I definitely do kind of feel like I can get a grasp of a story pretty early on. Um, so if it's leading up to something, I can generally figure that out pretty quickly. Like I don't know, it's one of those ones where like you have the two. It's kind of like the Chainsaw Man movie that came out recently. People who watch, there's a lot of people who will watch it and be like, "Oh, the first like 30 minutes was like really boring." But it's like also essential for like the second half. For me, I love the first 30 minutes. It was great. It wasn't boring to me at all. So I am just one of those people. I am very much into the slice of life genre. So, anyways, I'll definitely check that out though.
モンスターが出るんだが頼んだぞ素材採取か
モンスター出ちゃうの？探査魔法発動！一通り光っているのを集めてみるか。やった！ようやく見つけた。スキャン！ランク SS？
おおこれ全部あんたが取ってきたのかすげえな
Okay, is this? I have a question, boys. Is this dragon gonna turn into a girl? I need to figure out how to do polls. Is this dragon gonna turn into a girl? Just curious. What everyone's thoughts are. It's hard to read. I will say that I've watched a lot of anime. I could hardly read. Kept me guessing. Damn. Okay. 100%. Yeah. Like, I don't think there's a question here.
読みやすいし、なんかお前に合っている気がする。
私が大変だと仕方ないじゃん。
この身壊れようとお主らは俺が守る
私もお前らについて行こうと思うのです。
Can we just like skip this? This looks horrendous.
ここは任せろ
Did he just like pull that? Why does that look so wonky? Yeah, skip 100% looks goofy, dude. It's
俺と一緒に素材採取の旅をするか。俺はこの線で心。
yeah, nah, dude, nah. It's rated like a 6 too. What's this called? Freaking okay. Looks like that. This okay, yeah, we're skipping that. We're skipping that. This. All right, now I've actually seen. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Can I be honest here for a second? This animation, the style specifically of how the characters look, I'm not a huge fan. The girl looks fine. The dude, I'm not a huge fan. But I know a lot of people like it. So I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. It's rated 7, so it's worth a shot for sure. Is it a shoujo? It's not telling me. All right. Well, let's see. It looks gay. Not gonna lie. Yes. Yep. Um, so I mean, this is a better shot, but he just looks like okay, I would say gay. He just looks like a bit of a pussy, you know? maybe if he went to a doctor, he might get diagnosed with something on the spectrum. I don't know, but a bit of a yeah. If you get my drift, but let's see. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. Let's see. What's the likelihood of me being wrong? You know, I try to assume that I'm wrong, but like sometimes it makes it kind of hard. But let's see.
Chest is done. It was hard.
Oh my gosh! What is this stupid new freaking update that YouTube keeps rolling out? It's like auto dubbing. It's so bad. Okay, we're good. We're in Japanese.
問いを難しかった。ひよこちゃん、めいちゃん。打ち上げも兼ねて、みんなでカラオケに行かない？いいね、行きたい。あ、矢野くんもね。矢野くん。いいの？これは矢野くんの夢。普通の高校生活を送りたいを叶えるチャンス。美味しい。うちら。
Has this boy been like bullied out of his like freaking? Has he just been bullied the shit out of? I don't know.
世界で一番いい映画を見ちゃったよ。
He just called him cool because he was. Okay.
大丈夫か？峠攻めるやつやりたくて。
屋台制覇しよう。
あっつ！矢野猫舌すぎない？
なんか吉田さんといるとたびたび心臓が。
I will say he does not look as bad as all the pictures made him look, but it looks like he's been shoved into one too many lockers. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if there's a diagnosis for that, but I feel like there should be. Was that Spy X Family that he freaking dropped? Nope. I'm seeing things.
恋。
あ、矢野くん。
吉田。
this does look like a yaoi. this no nah.
吉田さんといるとき嬉しかったり恥ずかしかったりたまにモヤモヤしてこんな気持ちになったことがないからずっと悩んでたんだけど。
Right, depressed boy, you know. A woman gets to show the depressed boy the world. Very nice. So yeah, that's okay, here's the deal. All right, here's the deal, boys. Okay. For research purposes and research purposes only, if I can find this, am going to give it 1 episode. Everyone else, unless you're a woman, okay, and this is probably up your alley, but if you're not a woman, skip. Okay? Healthy piece of advice. If in case you didn't already notice. Looks best, Rick. Okay, hold on, boys. Give me a second. I got a phone call. I'll be a work phone call. Give me a sec. Let me put some music on. Okay, sorry about that, boys. All right, we're back. I was, I thought it was a work phone call, but it was actually just one of my buddies asking if I wanted a bottle of tequila. I didn't turn him down, if you didn't guess. But anyways, okay. All right, here we go. What are we doing? Dad is a hero. Mom is a spirit. I'm a reincarnator. I'm skipping that. I'm going to be completely honest. Dude, I'm freaking skipping that. Okay, let me catch up on these. You need to watch Clavitas. It's great as well. Dude, I did a review on that. That was my last tier list video. I watched that. I watched Clavitas. Yeah, dude, I freaking loved it. That was great. I'm gonna be honest. I was a little turned off the first 3 episodes. Those were a little rough. It was just really surprising. I was like, what on earth am I watching? But yeah, no, dude, Clavitas is great. That shit's good. Bro, that sounds so gay. Yeah, I'm skipping this. Yeah, no, we're moving on. We're freaking moving on. Tales of Wedding Rings. That's just literally hentai. Like, I feel like the first season tried to like censor it a little bit. Second season, just straight up the opening or whatever, just has straight up porn in it. Like, it's just it's like it's just hentai. It's just hentai. Like, no one gives a crap. Like, whatever I say is not gonna stop you or like or convince you. Like, Isekai Quartet. I mean, if you haven't watched the first couple seasons, I mean, I actually have not watched any of it. I've not watched any of it, which I really should. It's something I need to get around to. I also don't think it's that crazy. It's not a must watch from what I know, but I feel like I need to just for the memes. Classroom of the Dead type shit. You mean High School of the Dead? High School of the Dead was like hyper ecchi. Not even really hyper ecchi, but yeah, kind of hyper ecchi. But that wasn't like hentai as far as I know. Like, this is like straight up draws everything. Like, there's no censorship in, like, at least from what I see from like the opening of this. So just like straight tits out like crap. Like so that's what Tales of Wedding Ring. That's at least what I've seen from season 2. I started season 1, it was crap anyways, so you're not missing out on anything. I can assure you that. What is this? Inexpressive Kawash. Yeah. Girl and expressive Ota. Redo Healer. Like, you can watch it. Like, be my guest. It's just it's like, I feel like we just judge those differently, right? Like, it's just like, you judge those by tags, not by, is this intellectually good? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, no one's pretending here, all right? No one's trying to convince you of shit. Like, anyways, all right, let's see. Oh, what's this rated? This is rated a 6.7. All right. This is interesting. Gunner material. Yeah, you know what I mean? It's just Gunner material. And it is what it is. It fulfills its purpose perfectly, Probably. Right? And it's not really like, is this a good show or not? I can't really rate it for that because it's not what it's meant for. It's not meant to be enjoyed in the sense of, was that a good show? But moving on to wholesomer things.
Hey, it's Kasiwa.
Oh, no. Why does it keep doing this? Ay, ay, ay.
Yo, Kashio da. Sashire yaru yo! Nanda ima no ugoki?
何か仕掛けてきそうな顔してたから。
どんな顔だよ。
ふす。
今日こそは顔に出させてやる。笑ってやがる。いつの間に柏田さんのアイデン知ったの。
Why does this girl kind of look like a younger version of what's her face from like Aremo? That girl who keeps like beating up the main character. Just a thought.
太田、何やってんの。
好きだからちょっかい出しちゃうんだって。
ちげえよ。
あげる。よかったら食べて。
顔に出てんぞ太田。
でも太田のそんなとこが好きだよ。
Naruto run. Just imagine just going up to someone, confessing to them, and then just Naruto running off. Oh, dude, man, I wish I did that in high school once. It could have been peak. Just me and the bros. Imagine if I just went up to somebody, just went up to one of the girls with all my bros next to me. And we just confessed, and then we just Naruto ran off. Like, I don't know, that would have been a great YouTube video. But anyways, true, but this looks too lolly for me. Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It just, here's the biggest thing is that it just looks, the problem is when you have a story about characters that are, as it says, inexpressive, which could be a very progressive way of profiling somebody, as a little bit mentally incompatible, if you know what I mean. But I will say, in these types of shows, they're kind of boring. Like, whenever you try and write a story about someone who is like lacks a certain amount of emotions or something like that, in these types of high school settings, is boring. And it's even outside of like, sometimes there'll be fantastical stories, right? That'll be about a character who is, lacking emotions, and it's all about them finding their emotions, and that's all nice and dandy. Is even among those where it's like the whole point of the story is this person trying to find emotions, trying to, feel something. Even those are generally pretty bad. Like, there's like probably like 2 I've seen out there out of like the 10 to like 30 that exist, that were like even remotely good. So it's just kind of a boring genre. It's just really hard to make interesting. So I mean, they're in high school. I don't understand. I'm an adult. I can still kind of watch these things and be like, oh, that's wholesome romance. That's kind of sweet. But like, it's just also kind of, I don't know. It's like, it's something that I know that I would have watched this like 3 years ago and been like, this is not great, but I enjoy it. And nowadays I'm like, I don't know if I have the brain cells to sit through this, but I also feel like I wouldn't, if I watched like, it was something that I would probably watch for like 3 episodes and then drop it and be happy that I watched those 3 episodes, but also never pick it up again because I don't care. Like, so I don't know. It's let me see. Okay, Alia hides her feelings in Russian is pretty good, not great, but good. Again, I reviewed that a couple tier list videos ago when it came out. I really like that show, honestly. Like, yeah, on paper it's not that good, but I mean, dude, I like that show a lot more than most people. That was funny as shit, dude. That was good. It was not great, but it was really good. And it's one of those shows that I'm excited for another one. I do want season 2 for that. It was hilarious. But anyways, this, you don't need to watch any more of the trailer to make a decision about this. Let me see. What do we have down here? I think it's this one. I would say skip. Once again, if you're 14 to like 16 and you're really into romance, right? Like that is your main genre, give this a shot. I give it like 3 episodes. You might like it. I would probably say it's boring, but give it a shot. As for me, I think I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna real quick skip that. This is crap. I'm actually gonna throw that in there. Also skipping that. And that. There's a lot of things in here. Okay, I'll get to all that crap later. This. Okay, all right. Do you know? Does anybody in chat know? What is this? It's rated a 7.7. I've seen trailers of it. I've seen clips from it online of like Gooner crap. Let me see. Did you ever watch Emerson in the Shadow? Not gonna lie, I've missed a few tier list vids. Dude, Emerson in the Shadow, yeah, great. Okay, that's a kind of almost a classic for me now. That's a great show. It's it's like, again, I can't say it's like, it's not groundbreaking content. It's nothing special in terms of, it's not high art by any means. But the comedy is good. The characters are likable. And the story makes sense and is fun to follow along. And that's really all I need. Is it, again, like there's so many shows that are like, you can have a crappy story, right? You can absolutely have the most generic, copy paste story. But if your characters and dialogue is good, and if I care, you can make me care about your characters, it can be a great show. Which is why, Slice of Life is able to pull off so many good shows while being about the exact same thing, which is romance and in a high school setting. Like, the whole point is that they're able to pull off, the whole focus is the characters, how good the characters are. And if the characters aren't good, no one's going to watch it. It's going to be a terrible romance. So, yeah, we're just like, if you can do that, it's fine. So Emerson in the Shadow, I think it does. I don't think the characters are great by any means, but the humor's good. And for a comedy, that's really all you need. Like for a comedy, it just needs to be funny. And I think it pulls it off. It has fan service in there too. Keeps my eyes interested. Like, yeah, no, kind of fire show. I'm trying to figure out how to say your name. Ton Bug Real. I'm gonna call you Ton. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah, we're just going through the tier list of this season. Okay, I have a real question. Quick question. Do you know what this show is? Like, is this show any good? Because I don't know. I hear good things about it, but I just know nothing. It's one of those shows I like absolutely know nothing, and no one, like, people just post weird clips about it online that are like out of context. I feel like, but they could also be in context. I think you ever reviewed ReZero. I can't remember, lol, but that's in my top 15. Yeah, dude. I mean, ReZero is just a classic, man. Like ReZero is fire. I can't tell you like how much I like ReZero. It's so much up my alley. Again, I am one of those weird people who is like, either you give me like really dark stuff that's like psychological horror, or you give me like the most wholesome romance. So it's this weird duality, and it is kind of funny. But Let's see in chat. It doesn't seem my type of show though. Dude, I feel the same. This I don't know what this is. It looks weird. It looks old too, but like the type of old show I would never pick up. And like from what I've seen, like the humor also seems like years old. If that makes sense. Like very dated. And I just don't know if I'd find it funny, anymore. It's not the year I grew up in, at least. So that's how I feel. Can't watch animation is ass. Let's give it a shot. Here we go. That's what we're here for. We're here to give most things a shot. And as much as we regret it, let's see.
子供の頃から仮面ライダーが好きだった。彼は俺の唯一無二のヒーローだった。俺は今年40歳になった。
Okay, so here's one problem that I'm already seeing is that this is very clearly, along the same lines as like Kaiji number 8. I don't know. Have any of you guys watched Kaiji number 8 from last season? Because I don't know. It was so weird. I had so many friends who actually did not watch anime. Like they were not into anime whatsoever. And yet they were like texting me out of the blue and being like, yo, is Kaiju number 8 any good? Because I hear say season 2 is like really, really good. I watched season 1, right? When it came out. I reviewed it. That was actually my very first tier list video. Really great show, right? Loved it. Absolutely loved it. Second season? Oh my goodness. Like, is it just, I feel like I'm the only person because like it actually felt so crap. Like the characters, any sort of character development that they had was just like gone. I don't really understand what happened. It was like the main character turned into like almost like My Hero Academia main character. I feel like he absolutely regressed, and it was just, I don't know. It was also very unlikable. Like first season, I loved him. Second season came around, I was like, what am I like? This kind of infuriates me. And then like, I was getting really frustrated, and I was like, can we just watch like, what's his name? I don't remember the white haired dude. I was like, can we go to the white haired dude because he was still a fun character? Can we go watch him? Spend some time with him, see what his character is. We go to watch him, and then it starts feeling like this, like him and the red-haired dude with like sharp teeth. I'm like, it got to the point where I was like, you guys like gay for each other? Like you guys gonna have like sex or something? Like the way they started acting towards each other was like, oh, like friendship and wow, friendship saves the world type shit. And I was so disappointed. I was like, this feels like crap. I don't know. Okay, let me look at chat here. Watch so many animes, I might as well just watch it, lol. Yeah, I watched Kaiju number 8. Red hair dude is really the only character that gets any development in the second season. Okay. Man, like I don't know, like he was getting some sort of development, but it felt like My Hero Academia, or like it felt like 2-year-old shit. Like I was literally watching it and I was like, first season, I could watch it as an adult and be like, yo, this is good. This is cool. Like it's also like the main character's in his like 30s or something. It was good. It was fire. It actually felt different. Second season, everyone's like 18, 20, and they're all acting like 14. And they're like, wow, we're able to work together as a team because we're friends. That's how it came off to me. So I was quite irritated. And so I dropped it, to be quite frank. And then I also heard that the ending in the manga was terrible. So going to Twitch easier, lol. Yeah, no, go ahead, yeah. Let me see. Okay, all right, let me continue this. Yeah, let me know if it got any better, because like I literally I kept watching because I had friends coming up being like, "Oh, is this good? Like, I've really heard the second season's like really popping off," and I watched it. I was so disappointed. Yo, welcome to Twitch chat. Thanks for following, guys. I don't know why I'm not getting like notifications for that. I will figure this out one day. All right, one day I'll figure Twitch out. But for now, we're gonna have to deal with this. All right, let's continue.
ショッカー現る。
ショッカーの方が好きなんだ。
俺の敵はショッカーだ。俺のはこっこじゃないから。
So we have like is this like a 40-year-old dude wants to become a Power Ranger or something like that? Is that what's going on? I don't. Have you watched To Your Eternity? Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, no, but I'm pretty sure you asked me that. I'm assuming you're asking Ton, but anyways, anywho. Holy frick, what the? Oh my gosh, the proportions are nuts.
現実には存在しないことはもう分かっている。仮面ライダーになれるわけないのに。
はっきり言って、ショッカーは存在します。
ショッカー？俺も戦う。仮面ライダーだから。
I like this music. Hey, well, it's got more animation than One Punch Man Season 3, so I think that's probably a good thing. it's doing something right, probably. You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm probably gonna watch this just so I can crap on it in a tier list. Because here's the thing: when you're making tier list videos, you always gotta find like one really stupid, crappy one that's like easy to dunk on, to like fill in. Because you can't be glazing everything in a tier list video. So, anywho, so I'll probably watch this just so I have something stupid to talk about. It might not even be the worst thing in the world, but if it's weird as frick, it'll be funny to review. What is this called? Tojimi wants to be a Kamen Rider. Okay, where are we? This is going to go into... Is it this? I can't tell. I actually can't tell which one it is. Oh, here we are. Okay. I would say skip for most people though. Yeah, unless you're like, again, unless you're really attracted to, say, like a really old anime, like Baki. Yeah, Baki vibes. You know, say that really is your thing, and you wanna, you wanna experience something like that for nostalgia reasons. Go ahead. I do not have that. I absolutely do not have that. So I am going to skip this. I would say everyone skip this again. As a general rule, I'll watch it like probably like 1 or 3 episodes to see if it's worth reviewing and dunking on, but that's kind of my impression so far. Let me see. Oh yeah. How many shows am I already watching? Okay, we got, I mean, this doesn't really count, but 1 and 2, 4, 6. So 15 shows? I mean, that's not horrible. It's not horrible. I need to know, is Water Magician any good? Oh, my... Okay, so the opening is incredibly well animated. I've heard the actual show is mid. Mid as hell. Like, there's actually nothing special about it. I know my brother started it, and he was... Yeah, like, really mid. Um, Resume, we're skipping that. Ooh, okay. This was actually, I threw this into my list because this actually looks kind of funny. Like, not a lot happens with the MC, not gonna lie. Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's just like every other isekai. There's actually nothing special about it. The opening does look very pretty, though. But the opening reflects nothing of the actual show. Like, the show does not look like the opening. The actual animation is your regular isekai. But the opening has, like, crazy good animation. Mechanical Mary. Okay, so this is, like, guaranteed. This is like I saw like a Korean show on, like, I saw like a YouTube video talking about a Korean show that has a very similar premise to this. And so I would not be surprised if this is literally just an adaptation of that of some sort, but anywho.
ついに完成しました。ロボットメイドのマリーです。
さすが我がゼテス社が誇るロボットメイドのマリー。みんなもマリーを見習え。
俺に嘘をついた人間は
俺の使える力を全て使って社会的に殺す。
こんなのバレるに決まってる。殺される。
すげえ。ロボットのメイドさんとかマジすげえ。
動揺してはダメ。まずい。この展開は
バレたのか。
やめとけ。彼女はロボットなんだ。
信じた。
その無表情な顔も可愛いと思っているぞ。
マリー、挙動がおかしかったのは故障してたからだろ。よかった。ずっと再起動しないから壊れたかと思ったよ。
マリ
ー。dumbass.
ずっと俺のそばにいてくれ。
私は。
Loki, I might watch this. Dude, this is, I don't know. This looks good. This looks good. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
実は私。
マリー、君はもしかして。
ご主人様といると。とても楽しいんです。
とどめは俺が刺す。アーサーが好きなのは本物の君じゃない。
恋はきっと悪いことばかりじゃないようです。
今回はおとなしく俺に守られていてくれないか。
必ず再起動して。
嘘が一番嫌いなはずなのに。
ご主人様にお仕えします。
Yep. So that's where are we? Crap, where are we? I don't know where it is. Frick. Okay, let me see. Anyways, long the short of it, if you don't know, oh, this is skip. Oh, here we are. Okay. This is probably finished. This is absolutely probably finished. Dude, that looks good. That looks legitimately really good. Yeah, no, I'm happy. I'm actually really excited for that because it actually looks like a unique, sort of unique premise. I'm sure Korea, it's not very unique, but. Oh no. Oh no. Oh frick no. Guys, have you seen some of the online Dude, I was excited for this. It looked like the main heroine looks good. I was like, dude, she had a really cool design, and I was super excited for this. And I was also like, it was by Studio Madhouse. Dude, it looked so good, and then it actually aired. Oh, I'm gonna yeah, cough. I'm gonna watch this. All right, I will watch this. and I will review it. But I don't think anyone else should. But anyways, let's go through the trailer.
私から見たカボ君ってね、本当は強烈にものすごくやりたいことがあるけど、それが出せなくて苦しんでる感じがする。
なんで踊りたいの？
好きだから。
言葉がなくても伝わってくる。なんかすごくフリーだ。
私は踊るとき、なりきるという。
Dude, like her design is so good, and they just like dude, the design is so good, and they just ruined it.
みたいなことをしてる。ダンスにおいて最も大事なのは。
And they're showing us the good parts. Like they're really trying not to show the CGI.
こっちが支配してやるよ。お前みたいなのを待ってた。音でぶん殴れ、カボ。
俺にはもうダンスしかない。なんで今まで気づかなかったんだろう。ワンダさんのおかげで気づけた。動かなくていい。音楽に動かされていればいい。何も考えなくていい。
Oh, I'm sad, guys. I'm sad. I'm so mad. It looked so good. It looked so good when I saw the first trailer. I might read the manga though. I probably will read the manga. But and you guys saw the good parts. Like this trailer did not show any of the worst stuff. Like, oh, I'm so sad. Okay, I'm gonna review this for sure though. Let's see, where are we? Fun fact, guys, by the way. After 12 shots of tequila, it gets hard to spell. I don't know if you knew that, but in case you didn't. Tried and tested method. 15th first row. Oh. Yeah, you're right. Dude, I don't know why I'm so blind. I can't see anything on these. This is... Okay, I'm reviewing it, but for people to look at this is a skip. Actually, probably this, honestly. It's bad. It looks bad. I will review that, though. I'm being inconsistent for sure. Because I'm putting things in rows that I would review it and no one else should. And then I'm also just throwing things in here that I am going to review. So, but you know what? I don't care. It's my tier list. I'm doing whatever the frick I want. Don't do that if you're a streamer, by the way. That's really stupid. It's a horrible way of being a content creator, but here we are. I'm being authentic, guys. Very authentic. And authentic means being hypocritical. Or inconsistent, at least. Hands off. What is this? Sports. Okay, well, yeah. Yeah, nah. yeah, nah. What is this? A Dark History of Reincarnated Villainess? What is this rated? A 6.666. Okay. And this is a comedy romance shoujo. I'm not watching this. But
黒歴史の世界
We're good. We're good. We're good. we're good. Okay. Has anyone seen this, guys? Okay, you gotta be. Have you seen it? You seen it, Don? You see the first season, guys? It's 7 years ago the first season came out. Oh my gosh, dude. I was young as crap. Like, it's nuts. No, I'm not gonna lie. This season's kind of. I watched the first episode. It's pretty bad. It's not great. But for just for the nostalgia content, this is. Oh. Yeah, dude. The first season was good. The first season was really good. I'm gonna watch this because it feels like to me, if I don't, that's part of my childhood. I need to like wrap up, you know. I need to tie the bow on this, you know, for nostalgia reasons. I watched the first episode. It is not great. Now, it was the first episode. It needs time to sort of pick up. I also don't remember any of the characters, like anything that happened. I absolutely probably should have watched the first season to catch up on this, but I don't remember anybody's stories, so I'm a little confused. World's Greatest Assassin? Yeah, I saw that. Dude, it's got to be a really old show for me not to have seen it. Okay, I'm a little bit. I've seen way too much for what the human mind should be able to. A very unhealthy amount. But yeah, man. Okay, I'm gonna watch this. I don't know if anyone else is, but I probably don't suggest it unless you feel as nostalgic as I do. But I have no idea how this got greenlit. Like, why on earth did this get greenlit 7 years later? Makes no sense, but I'm here for it.
僕は君を必ず妻にする。
私は大旦那様について知らないことばかり。知りたいのに。ねえ、葵ちゃんは大旦那様に嫁入りするの？
しないわよ。今は夕顔が大切だもの。
葵、お疲れ様。
いらっしゃい、大旦那様。
どんな料理を食べさせてくれるんだい？
疲れた時はやっぱり葵の料理よね。
これは美味しい。染みますね。
葵ちゃんの作った食べ物しか食べたくないんでしょ。お母様にも食べてもらいたいな。こんなに美味しいお料理なら。
Wait, hold on. Oh, World's Greatest Assassin. God, okay, second season. I see. I'm gonna be honest. I will say World's Greatest Assassin. I'd say it's an isekai that's better. I'd say it's better, but it doesn't have a whole lot more going for it. It's not. I don't think it's necessarily special. It's just better than the regular slop. You know, it's outside of the slop realm of isekai. So it's like, I would give it, I don't know. For me, I felt around 7. It's like a 7, which is fine. But I never wasn't, it's not like I didn't enjoy it. I enjoyed it. But it's alright. It's alright. It didn't leave like a lasting impression, if that makes sense. But again, also you have to realize that like isekai is so not my genre. And I watched too many of them, got sick of them, so you know, I have bias there. And that was kind of like near the end of my isekai journey where I was just kind of leaving the genre as a whole. So that's sort of how I feel. But yeah, no, I don't know. It didn't feel like, I have to go back and rewatch it, but it didn't feel to me like it had anything special going for it. It did really just, nothing stood out. And until you mentioned it, I kind of forgot it existed. So that's me. That's just me though.
食べられると思うんだ。銀次さん、大旦那様は？
相変わらず連絡が取れません。
あの大旦那はもうここには戻ってこないよ。
事態は深刻。このままでは来獣に天神屋を乗っ取られるぞ。
大旦那は閣僚に存在してはいけないあやかしなのさ。君が本当の僕を知ったら僕を嫌いになるだろうと。
こんなにも会いたいと思うだなんて。
僕はやっぱり鬼なのだから。
待って、大旦那様
Yo, I'm gonna guess. Okay, can I predict this season for you? I'm gonna guess that like this whole time, because the first season, his whole deal was he kidnaps her. He forcefully kidnaps her, but then it's like trying to get her to want to marry him because all of a sudden he cares about consent, because it's funny. I don't care. It's funny. And then we just have a ton of problems on the way. And I feel like the second season, I'm guessing, I don't know Japanese a whole lot, but from what I gleaned from the bit that I know, I think this season's gonna be about him being like, we probably shouldn't be together because I'm an ogre, you know what I mean? She's gonna be like, no, you're fine. Yes. Hey, okay, you know what, dude? It's kind of, I don't want to be general here, but it's what I imagine is kind of the woman fantasy. All right, the female fantasy. That's sort of what I gleaned from this. And you know what? Let them have their stuff, and I'm gonna watch it anyways. Right? We have ours. All right, we're good in our own little corner. Let them have theirs, and it's fine. I'm not gonna judge them too hard. But is what it is. I think they could probably say a lot of the same things about us in the exact same cringy tone, right? At least me. I won't put you guys under the umbrella, but not that you guys aren't. You guys absolutely are, but we're gonna pretend for now. But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, let's throw that into, where are we? I'm so blind, it's insane. You will find it later. That's the cool part. We'll find it later. Oh, this Little Miss Vampire can't suck right. Dude, like Japanese actually have a talent for either like making the worst names possible or making ones that sound so bad. Oh. Here we go.
So from now on, once I can.
Oh, what is this? Stop it. YouTube, stop it. Oh. Okay, we're good. We're back.
それでこれからしっかり噛めるようになったら
血も上手に吸えるようになる？
そういうこと。
They should seem like anime, yeah.
練習してもいい？実は私血を吸うの結構下手でさ、その代わりにお菓子食べてるんだ。
やっぱりお菓子じゃごまかしきれないのか。それじゃあ吸う？
大丈夫。バレー部の練習で痛みは慣れっこだよ。
どうした？急に仲良しじゃん。
キャラ作ってた手前、やっぱり恥ずくてさ、緊張もするし、だからこういう練習するのに踊りがいないと困るっていうか。
Okay, so I'm gonna already throw my thoughts out there. I'm probably gonna review this because this could be funny to review. Unless you're like 14, 15, this is not a show for you. This is absolutely not. But I probably will watch like half of it so I can review it. Anyways, I was hoping that this was gonna be like a funny show, but it just kind of looks like it's gonna have like 1 or 2 jokes per episode. And it's just gonna be weird outside of that.
血が必要な時はいつでも言ってください。3リットルぐらい余裕っす。
今軽くセリフを読んでたんだ。石川さんもやってみない？安全祈願。やっぱりルナちゃんはすごいな。頭もいいし運動もできるし。私吸血鬼としてはダメな方だから。
これからも頑張ろうね。
I love how unrealistic these things are, because I feel like the last thing that she just said in Japanese was basically the impression that I got, at least, was she's either being bullied, outcast, or like ostracized or something like that for being a vampire, which is so unrealistic because real life? No one's doing that. No one's flipping doing that. But anyways,
石川さん。
I feel like her voice actress sounds like way older than what she's supposed to be. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is a weird show to watch if you're over the age of 18. If you're younger than that, you know, kind of do whatever you want, but I'll review it for the content purposes. I'd either be in awe or run away. This is true. That's I think that's most people. I'm sure I saw it somewhere. Here we go. Okay, so I would say skip for most people. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Oh, Nausea. So, if you don't know what this is actually a visual novel adaptation. It's actually rated pretty high, but I saw the trailer and I was like, nah, this looks stupid. The character designs are way too outlandish. It was just like, what am I looking at? I do not want to see characters that are like the color palette of a slot machine. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. But turns out this is actually Anime Among Us, which I know has been done before, by the way. This is not a new thing. A couple seasons ago, there was a very similar show. That was not many people watched, and I didn't watch, so I have no idea if it was good or not. So probably wasn't. But this is rated a 7. Okay, this is rated a 7.2. All right, and I've seen some popular YouTubers talk about it, so I'm willing to give it a shot. But I actually haven't seen a full trailer yet, so let's see. Ooh.
一つ問題が起きてるんだ。
Well, I like the
その問
soundtrack.
題が解決しない限り、このままじゃ到着はできない。永遠にね。
I should probably.
時間です。会議を始めてください。これから会う3人のうち、1人は人間じゃない。グノーシアになった者は人を襲い、消滅させるの。
そのグノーシアがこの中にいる。
会議で1人を選んでコールドスリープし、
グノーシアを凍らせられればハッピーエンド。間違えればバッドエンド。
Ooh.
分かった。戻ってる。2個犬。
Okay, so this appears to be a bit of time looping involved in this. I'm not sure. Here's the biggest problem with this that I see is I know that the visual novel is pretty highly rated. The issue is that with these character designs, I highly doubt that the characters are going to be likable. Like, or not likable necessarily, but just that you're going to be able to emotionally attach yourself with the characters, which I think will kind of dumb down the show a lot because it'll mean that you're sitting there just strictly there for the story. And I'm sure the story's great. I'm sure the story will at least be like half decent. But at the same time, I do kind of get the impression that I'm going to watch this show and kind of we're going to have a character die and I'm only going to care because like the only thing that's going to make me be like, "Oh, I like this show" is because the person got killed and I don't know who did it. Instead of I like the characters or like, I actually cared if that character died, right? I don't know. That's kind of the feeling I get, but I could be wrong. It gives me Link Click vibes. The thing is, Link Click, I actually cared about the characters. Like the characters are actually very well written. I don't trust this show. Hey, I could be wrong, right? I absolutely could be wrong. This is such a weird kind of vibe that it's giving off right now, so I could very much definitely be wrong. The animation looks crazy good though.
たとえ同じ時間を繰り返したとしても結果も変わっているということさ。グノーシアを排除しなくちゃこのループからは脱出できないんだ。
始めようか。私たちが生き残るための話し合いを。どこかにいる私たちを狂わせる何かが。疑うな、恐れるな、そして知れ。
狂乱の宴ここに始まれり。
この僕を疑っているんだ。信じろ。
信じない方がいいよ。誰のこともね。
君を助けたい。
何も知らないのですね。
アンダスタン納得できない。
また会えるといいね。
次は
審判の時間です。フーステグナーシア。
This could be very unique. I think I'm gonna watch it, guys. What do you guys think? Anyways. Yeah, no, this honestly, okay, that trailer looked a lot better than I thought. That this could be really interesting. This has potential. Okay, this is probably the show that has the most potential I've seen of the season. To surprise me in a lot of ways, I think. Rocka Braves of the Six Flower Vibes, but set in the future. You watched Rocka Braves? Damn! You're like the first person other than my brother who's watched that show. I've literally never heard anyone else who's watched that show. You watched Saga Tanya the Evil, but this one has potential. I have not watched actually. Yeah, I have not watched actually Tanya. Ups. It's like my other thing of like I haven't watched like One Punch Man and stuff like that. I have some weird. There's a few like really popular things. It was also like Attack on Titan until a couple years ago. I kind of refused to watch it. Same thing with Demon Slayer. I watched like a couple episodes, dropped it, never picked it up. Yeah, there's a lot of like it's one of those things where it's like really, really popular shows that everyone kind of overhyped. It was kind of like the idea of like I started a lot of these shows that people were like, "Oh, this is amazing." I watched it, got really disappointed. So it took me a while to get around to a lot of these things. I've watched all of them now, but like, things like One Punch Man I haven't got up to. There's again, not very many left, but there are a few, and Tanya is one of them. Again, it's like if also like one of my siblings started it ages ago and they're like, "No, this isn't good." So in my case, it was my oldest brother. He started Tanya and he told me it was bad, and then I just never watched it. Until now, I'm like, I could possibly give it a shot, but it's kind of, I'm just waiting for like another season to come out. You know what I mean? And then I have like an incentive to actually watch it. So I don't know. That's sort of where I'm at. Where is Nausea on this thing? This is Dirty Dog. That's going in there. Skip. Skip. I don't know what the frick that is, but skip. Oh, this is. Oh yeah, this is probably like one episode. No one, unless you're into romance. Yeah, well, here's the thing: is like my brother. I have two older brothers, so some of the things that I was saying is kind of overlapping. But this was like 5 years ago, like 6 years ago, type opinions, right? So he was also kind of sort of new to anime and shit. So if he didn't like something, he just immediately tell me he didn't like it, and I'll be like, okay, perfect, I don't need to watch it. So it's something that I feel like if he watched now, it was like the same thing with Chainsaw Man, right? When Chainsaw Man came out, I hated the first season. Like, except for like, I think it was like episode 9 or something. Dude, I hated that. Watched it again like a week ago. I binged it in like a day. So good. Like, really, really liked it. I think I've kind of just changed as a person, my taste. Again, I was also a pretty wholesome child a few years ago. So, a lot of fan service and stuff. Like when even Dandadan first season came out, I was pretty turned off because I was like, oh my gosh, the fan service. Wow, this is weird. To be fair, it is weird as hell. But I think that was kind of like first season of Dandadan is when I started like chilling out a bit more. And now I'm actually open to watch a lot more of these things. I actually am really enjoying a lot of these things. So I think it was kind of like in the same period, like 5 years ago as well. So, yeah, I think if you started them now, he'd probably actually be good with them. And like, I'm starting a lot of these things now, and I actually am enjoying them. You can't watch Dot to Dot, dude. In front of your parents? Absolutely not. Dude, I watched that in front of like friends just to like weird them the frick out because it's hilarious. Great show though. Holy crap, it's so good. Season 2, so fire. Not as good as Call of the Night though. Call of the Night though is a step higher. Call of the Night was actually my favorite show from last season. But yeah. Where is Nausea? Okay, this is Sky Quartet. No one cares about that. Or that. Or that. Or that. Or that. Or that. Oh, or that. Or that. Or that. Holiday message for reasons. Okay. I'm going to allow that. Sorry, it just he got flagged. I unflagged it. You're good. Let's see. Dude, yeah, no, it's pretty outrageous. And that was the thing. Like, it's first like 5 episodes first season, maybe even like first 3 episodes of first season. Yeah, it's weird as shit. But honestly, that was kind of the worst of it. And dude, that stuff is weird as hell. Like that is weird as hell. I'm not gonna lie. But if you can get past that, Kadashi. Oh yeah, dude, the memes and the clips from that's such a meme show. It is so freaking funny. The clips that I've seen. Oh, it was funny because I was actually looking into like the visual novel way back in the day. And I was pretty close to playing it, but I'm not gonna spend money because I'm that horny. Okay? It is, dude. From the clips that I've seen, though, it does look hilarious. It does look good. Um, but yeah, anyways. Let's see. Okay. It's okay. We'll find nausea at one point. Okay, so can we all agree? No. Can we all agree about this? Just no. Like Nas okay. Like I don't I will not. I refuse. No one can make me do this. What was your first anime? Okay. This sounds really bad. All right. My first anime was Sword Art Online in dub. I was like 12. Or something. Yeah. Dude, that was my first show. I know. And it's like it's something that it's now like I hold the first season as like a huge nostalgia thing. I like it because of the nostalgia. And it's like really good from because I watched it as a kid. It was my first anime. It was like so nuts. And it was like I was just it was a whole new world and I was like, "Oh my goodness. This is amazing." And as a kid, it's not bad. It's pretty good. Especially when, I hadn't seen, basically anything. Mostly hadn't watched movies or like any literature until that point. So that was like crazy crap back in the day. I won't lie, even like kind of going back, the first 12 episodes isn't horrible. I think the first episodes are actually okay. But yeah, that was my first show. I know I would make fun of every other person if they told me that was their first show. But honestly, here's the thing. I don't think Gun Gale Online was bad. I think the second arc was bad, which was the fairy one. The second game that Asuna gets stuck in. I did not like that arc. I thought that was stupid. Gun Gale Online is fine. Elfheim Online, yeah, Elfheim Online. I thought that was crap. And then Gun Gale Online, I feel like it had some good moments, but it was. I just feel like the series was getting stretched. That was when the series started feeling like it shouldn't. You should kind of pack your bags. It started overstaying its welcome, and I don't think the show should have gone more than like 2 seasons, if that makes sense. I really feel like they should have stayed with SAO, like the actual Sword Art Online game, for the whole show, and that should have been the whole show. But second season was when it started feeling milked. I did like the last arc of the second season. About what's her face, the girl who had like cancer or something like that. I thought that was good. I liked that arc. And then Alicization, dude. I heard it was good. My brothers watched it. They really liked the first like 12 episodes of Alicization. After that, I just heard it was like all yapping and got really crap. And then 4th season, when the main character goes into a coma, I don't know. I tried. I tried some of that. It just wasn't the same. And then I know that people hate like the novels after Alicization. So, anyways, that's all I know. But I do have to say the first 12 episodes, those impacted my life. Those were such a. It does hold a very big place in my heart. I know a lot of people, their first one was like Attack on Titan or something like that, but yeah, I'm like, I hold respect for the first at least 12 episodes. But yeah, can't really go beyond that. But anyways, with you, our love will make it through. The animation to this is actually crazy. No, 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 we're not doing that. No, frick, no. No, no, no. Get your shit out of here. Oh my gosh. No. Frick no. All right. This I actually want to watch, and I have not seen any trailers for it, so I have no idea what this is really about. I think it's like it might be a gambling anime. I have no idea, but the main character looks exactly like the main character from Dragon Raja, and I love Dragon Raja. By the way, if you guys have not seen Dragon Raja, yes, it's a Chinese anime. Really good. Really good. And second season has been fire. Okay. So I actually really wish I reviewed it in my last tier list video. But I just didn't have time, man. Like it was tough. But dude, that was good. That's a solid S tier from this last season. I think it has like 24 episodes, so it's still airing. Yeah. Dragon Raja, very good show. It does actually have a Japanese dub. So watch the Japanese dub. I stopped watching Chinese anime after the daily life of the Immortal King. Yeah, that's the thing, though. That's crap, right? I mean, like you there was like nothing else to watch in that period. But recently, Dragon Raja came out. That was very good. But second season has been very, very good. I think first season was like decent, but second season has really elevated the show. Characters have been really good. Yeah, Daily Life of Immortal King, that's not great. That's such, yeah, it's worse than slop, but it is kind of funny. It's watchable, all right, but it doesn't have much going for it. But no, recently, like, I mean, what's the newest one that just came out last season? Lord of Mysteries. Holy crap, that's amazing. Yeah, no, first season of Daily Immortal. Well, here's the thing, like, the Daily Life of the Immortal King, like, the first season was kind of funny. After that, it was literally just wasting time. Like, it's just a comedy bullshit, right? They're just BSing around, and I mean, I'm okay with that, but it's like the definition of milking a franchise for no reason. Like, they're just making more content because they're making more content. I'm on episode 9 of that. Dragon Raja, or what do you want? Lord of Mysteries. Oh, Lord of Mysteries, yeah. Yeah, no. How many? Dude, I forgot how many episodes that had, but that was fire. Crazy ass animation. So very good show. Very complicated stuff, and yeah, okay. So that, I mean, if you watch my review, I explain what's kind of going on. The dub to Lord of Mysteries is actually quite good. So if you're confused, I found, because like I watched it the first time, I was so confused what was happening. Like I had no idea what was going on. Watched it again in English dub. It's all like British voice actors. They're actually pretty decent. So Crunchyroll subs didn't do it justice. I watched dub. You can hate. I watched dub. You can hate. I will take you up on that offer. Never, yeah, I will hate on everyone who watches dub, but I will say that dub of Lord of Mysteries was like one of the few things that I wouldn't say it's better. Again, I would, when the Japanese dub comes out, I would say that would be the best. But until then, I would say if you want to understand what is happening, and you're not, or if you haven't come from like the books or something, I would probably say watch it in English, honestly, because like it was freaking hard to understand Chinese. I had no idea what was going on. The subtitles were kind of crap, I won't lie. So, anyways, All right, let's do this.
時々思う。人生はゲーム。最難関のクエストだらけの。一体どうやってプレイすればいいの？小さい頃からゲームが大好きだった。大学ではコンピューターサイエンスを学び、勉強の合間を縫ってルミネイトを作り始めた。そうして出来上がったルミネイトは私の大切な宝物。それなのに、
もしこのゲーム開発者が見ていたら伝えたいことがある。こんなひどいゲームをプレイしたのは初めてだ。
マーシャルローの配信見た？
見た。ひでえゲームだったよな。
とにかくマーシャルローに伝えるの。あなたはプレイ方法を間違えてるって。
すみません。
この声。マーシャルロー。信じられない。
Okay, I stopped at a great panel.
よりによって。
Okay, so I very much misjudged this show. I don't know why I thought it was about gambling. So a really hot gaming critic says our game is shit, moves next door. And I assume it's gonna help her make a game? Or something?
なんでマーシャルローが隣に？
おはよう、お隣さん。
眩しい。
Yeah, female gunner material, yeah. So let's not sugarcoat this at all.
サム、今度の休み、ハイキングに行かないか？
これってまさかデート？
Wait, a date with this guy? Or does she just suddenly have a bunch of guys show up and all be super hot and all like I'll be going after her? Like, is that what's happening?
デート？
おはよう、ミス・ヤング。あなたは次期 CEO です。個人的な感情に流されてはいけません。
Oh. What is happening here? There's a name for this, isn't there? Yeah. Female harem. Oh. Oh no. No. This is not what I was supposed to be. This is supposed to be a gambling show, okay? Guys, I thought it was a male lead with gambling. All right. Like, what is this crap? I was catfished. Now we see why the tag is Let's Play. I might steal that. I might steal that for a video. Thank you. Oh dear. This might be a throwaway review. Something I can toss in there to shit on. We'll see.
人生はゲーム。それも最難関の対策 S ランク。
サム、
サマラ。
It's literally just the woman harem. This is hilarious.
ステージ攻略。レッツプレイクエストだらけ。
Okay, all right. Well, yeah, it's not KMS, but it is. Oh yeah, this is also Dirty Dog. That's going in there. Honestly, guys, can I be? I think everything else in here we can skip. I think it's kind of bye-bye to everything else, honestly. Okay, hold on. We'll do this one. All right, we'll finish on this one. All right. 7.14. Let's take a look. What's this called? Oh, never mind. That's season 2. Nope. So I'm gonna skip that. What is this? I still don't know what that is. It's probably something airing from last season. Oh, there's a VTuber that I told I was going to review this, so I might actually review this. No one else. I will, you willn't. No one else will probably watch this unless you're a girl, but there's this French VTuber that was like, you should review this, and I was like, okay. Fated Magical Princess is just okay. Is this what that is, or I don't know. We're gonna skip. Oh, here's Nausea. Okay, this will go in. I'll do probably finish because this is guaranteed one of those ones where it's gonna be like, it's gonna depend on how good the payoff is. Like, what is the plot twist at the end? Who's the murderer, right? Who is among us? And I feel like it's gonna be some really like gobbledygook alien invasion quantum mechanic weird ass freaking plot twist, but still, regardless, I'm gonna set aside my biases and pretend that, you know, I think they could try something interesting. Bye. Nope. Throw that in there. What is this? Tatsuki Fujimoto. Oh, is he having a movie or something? Anyways, that's not coming out. It's gonna be something else. Nope. What is this? Oh, Visions. Yeah, no, I'm not watching that. Y'all let me know. I've seen some clips of the new Star Wars Visions from certain anime studios, and some of the clips look insane. I am not into Star Wars whatsoever. I could not give a crap. But I'm sure, I hope the Star Wars fans are at least getting something, because Hollywood can't seem to make a good movie for the life of them. So at least there's something for them to eat, I guess. Can I cope? Maybe, but I yeah. Nope. Is that like JoJo or something? I can't tell. Cool. I'll throw all this in here. Don't know what that is. Cool. All right. So, there you go, boys. Would you agree No Game, No Life in your top 15? This is like asking me if High School DxD is in my top 15. Does it really deserve that? Like, come on, be honest here. Does that really deserve that? As much as I enjoyed it, top 15? Okay, just because it's like, here's the problem, guys. I think you're confusing some things here. Just because it's in the top 10, like 15 isekai, does not mean it's in the top 10 or 15 shows. All right, that's just not how that works. like being in the top 10 or even in the top 5 isekais is not a high bar to jump. Like, that is like one of the easiest bars to jump. Like, yes, is it good? Absolutely. Did I like it? Abso-freaking-lutely. Top 15? I don't think so. I don't know. I mean, I'm up for debating it. All right, I'm up for debating it. I definitely probably think it's in top 20. I don't think top 15 though. I don't know. I don't know, man. But anyways, all right. Well, we reached it. Let's see. We reached the end of this. I needed to do this, man. Let me screenshot this. But here we are. All right, peak. Let me review this. Okay, so Gachikuta, guys. If you aren't watching that, pretty freaking good. Maybe it's not for everybody, but I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Ranma's pretty funny. I am not 8 shots. I'm 11. Assuming I can count this far in. But anywho, Okay, I just realized that like this should not be I'm cooked. That like okay, you have to realize that like I need like I have insanely high tolerance. It's not crazy from what I know. A lot of my friends can go higher, but I need like 6 to 8 shots to feel shit. Like I will not feel anything unless I'm like 6 to 8 shots in. Um, so which sucks budget wise. It's stupid, but is what it is. So I'm actually not that cooked. I mean, this is a guy. You got to take what I say with a grain of salt. Obviously, when I say I'm not cooked, I mean, bro. I mean, I am like 11 shots in. Like, you got don't necessarily trust what I'm saying, but at the same time, I can still spell. All right, we're not 12 shots in. All right, so we're good. We're 1 shot away from that, but we're fine. But Gachi Kuda good. Ranma. I mean, again, these are all just comedies. Like, what is this season? This season kind of sad. I could freaking lie. I think we have One Punch Man in here. That was supposed to be like the big thing. My Hero Academia, To Your Eternity. That's like literally it. Damn, this is definitely a throwaway season. Well, I know spring is gonna be nuts, or winter. I think it's winter actually. Winter 2026 is gonna be crazy. ReZero's coming back for that, so I think so. I'm excited for that. But yeah, no, this season's kind of lackluster. Not a whole lot in here. I think shows that I'm kind of looking forward to. Obviously, I mean, comedies are comedies, right? They're not really something I'm like super excited for. Sanda I was really looking forward to, but it depends. It's kind of, I don't know. I'm getting mixed signals from it. Can't really tell. To Your Eternity, Lamau. Me, Myself, and I put it in peak. I'm glad you yourself and I can come to an agreement, because Me, Myself, and I would not be able to get that far, especially 11 to 14 shots in. So, but anywho, I would say Sanda I was looking forward to. Oh, Chitose. Okay, that was probably what I was most looking forward to. Then Sanda, maybe then this. Yeah, really, this is kind of the row. Start bench watching. Yeah, man, like I feel like there's a lot of shows this season. I'm just gonna watch like 3 episodes and then just be like, yeah, it's fine. Zang. And I don't think this is actually gonna change. Like, quite frankly, I think peak is gonna stay. I mean, I'm not gonna review this obviously because I already did. But I think in this row, it's literally probably just gonna be like, honestly, this is probably just gonna be an A. This will probably be S. This will be a low A. This could be an A or S. I have a feeling this could be an S. This will probably be an A, I would assume, from how it's going. This will probably be an A. I don't know. It's probably low ass A, maybe a high B, probably a low A. This would be like a high B, I guess. And then I just don't know about this. And then these are just like complete tests. I don't have very high hopes for this or this. People seem to be liking this. Yes, I should just do that and then just end it on that. Where are we? Oh, there we go. This will be up there, and then where's the last one? Oh, and then One Dance. There you go. Yeah, see, yeah, why less boss period? Yeah, I mean that's kind of what it looks like. Oh, that's a fat girl. I don't know.